In most Asian households or families, curfew certainly has been a thing for most of our childhood years. We'd be going to our friend's house until late at night, then you get this uneasy feeling like you're missing something. That's then until when you check your phone, then you have 50 unread texts, 100 missed calls. Then when you get home, you take a beating from your mom without telling them anything, or so how it goes. Man, the punishment these days are kind of cruel, don't you think? So I searched the entire manga community for a particular series where they staying together in the same place as a tag or keyword to look up for. And although it may be far off from what I had originally intended, this series still rocks it for me. And the manga that I'll be talking about right now is none other than Please Go Home, Akutsu-san. Roll intro. Premise time! So we follow our main protagonist, Oyama, which is this guy right here, and his delinquent-like classmate, Akutsu-san. For whatever reason, she made it persistent in staying at his apartment room and using it as a hangout spot to chill out, chill out, play games, read some manga, and tease our feeble-like MC, or a soy boy if you would, kinda, I guess. And it really has the same vibe to it as, Please Don't Bully Me, Nagatoro. It's kinda cute. Now, looking at it from the normie's eyes, they'd be all like, that's kinda trespassing, isn't it? Since she's a delinquent and all, shouldn't that count as a form of bullying or something? Well, a bit, I guess. In the manga, we see that Oyama really didn't give her any proper permission, so to say, to use his place as a hangout spot. But looking at it, you could tell that Oyama couldn't he just couldn't build up the courage to, just ask her to leave and all. Because she's a scary girl. I mean, with the whole delinquent setup in her character design, it goes to show that there are really times where there's a reason for her being labeled as a quote-unquote delinquent, at least from what I've searched up. Looking at it closer, I'd say that she also falls into the gal category of teens, but I don't know, that's just how I put it. But look at her, she really fits into that spitting image of what, how do I put this, a delinquent, or a, how do I say this, a problem child, quote-unquote problem child would be. Through the entire series, we see that despite Oyama literally giving off the "Please Go Home, Akutsu-san" intent, hence the title, he slowly came to find newer sides to Akutsu-san than he thought. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where the selling point of this series lies. Gap Moe. I find it as a national treasure to see Moe delinquents showing off their hidden cute side, especially if it's only towards the person she loves. And this really got me hooked into it. You would have moments where Oyama straight up admits that he's into her, that she's really cute, and admittedly wants to be by her side. In other words, over time, Akutsu-san, he wanted Akutsu-san to not go home because he fell in love with her. Stockholm Syndrome! I know, right? Okay, on the other hand, you have the sweet side of the coin, Akutsu-san, who straight up reciprocates to her own feelings towards Oyama. I'm feeling all safe and happy around him, or getting embarrassed doing, ecchi teasing here and there. Yes, there are some of these elements, but I guarantee you it's still kind of wholesome. Yeah, and yeah, it's this wholesome thing to see her acting all maiden-like and cute, aka the Gap Moe of delinquent waifus. Oyama, the normal soy boy like MC, and Akutsu-san, the delinquent tsundere. This pairing of a couple really maxes out to what I sought for in a simple romance manga. What's also good is that there are no, or currently at least, no love triangle cluster wrecks that I know of. Well, apart from the heart-fluttering jealousy displays of Akutsu-san when Oyama would talk about his landlady, Oya-san, which, yep, this is the name. Oya-san also means landlady for those who don't know. Yeah, Oya-san, which she wants them to be together. She wants to see them as a love team. And with their whole situation, she would even label it as a good rom-com. And I'm certainly with you on that one, Oya-san. The panels may be quite short, but the progress they both make in each panel or each chapter just wraps it up as something to be proud of, and even allowing for some daydreaming here and there to see what kind of scenarios could happen. It's such a fanboy moment, but I really do intend, or really, I really do imagine what married life, the marriage life must have been for them. Hopefully. So in conclusion, I believe in tsundere delinquent supremacy!